Hello everyone, today I'm gonna show you how to create this really cool Halloween party flyer in here that you can see using Adobe Photoshop. So we'll see how to create that and composite in everything in here, and as you can see it looks really cool. And also you need to download this, all the image and the texture I will be using in this tutorial. So I will make sure to put everything in a link. You will find it in the description below, so just download it and you will find every element that we'll be using in this tutorial. Alright, fantastic, so let's get to it. Alright, so let's go and open Adobe Photoshop. And as you can see, I still have my PSD still open. So let's go and create a new one. So I will go to File, New. And for the measures in here, you can choose whatever measures you want. It depends actually on how big or small you want your flyer. And if you don't know what measures to use, I recommend to go to the presets in here and choose international paper. And choose either between A5 or A4 size in here. Otherwise you can choose the same measure I will be using, so we just change it to inches and choose 5.25 inch for the width and 7.25 inch for the height. And in the resolution in here, make sure in here set 300, and in the color mode just make sure in here set CMYK because it's gonna be printed. And I will press OK. Alright, now the first thing we do, we'll load the brushes. So we go to the brushes in here, and in this gear icon in here, just one click to it and choose load brushes. And you will find in the folder that you will download in the link from description below, you will find these two brushes. Just load them both and press load, and you will find cloud brushes and lightning brushes in here. Alright, now we'll create our background. So we go and choose this grass background in here. Then we just take it and open it like that, and then we just drag it in this window in here. And all I want to use is this part in here, so we just press Ctrl T, and then we just rotate it like that, so it will fit like so. Alright, okay, press enter. Let's just close that, and I would go and I will just delete this part in here because I don't want to use that. So we'll choose a pen tool, and I will just really quickly, because it's a straight line, it will be easy to do. There is no curves or anything, so as you can see it's easy to do. And then we just delete like that, and I will press Ctrl Enter to make a selection, and I will make a layer mask to it like so, as you can see. Alright, now I would go and load the symmetry in here that you will find in a PNG form, so it will be easy to blend and everything. So this is really easy to do. Alright, like that, and I will just make it a little bit down. Alright, maybe somewhere in here, and then maybe make it a little bit bigger. Alright, now we need to make a little bit of adjustment on this grass in here. So we'll make a hue saturation, and I will make it a clipping mask by clicking in this icon in here. It will be affecting just the grass in here, so we just make the saturation down like that, and maybe I will put a little bit of white, maybe something like that. Alright, +7, and I will go and choose levels, and again I will make a clipping mask, and I will just make it a little bit darker. Alright, something like that, you know, just to make it match with the other grass. Alright, something like that. Okay, I think it looks cool. And I will go to the symmetry in here, and I will make a hue saturation to it again, and I will make it desaturate a little bit. Alright, and I think it's matching really cool. Okay, like that. Now we'll go and load our sky. So this is like the picture we'll be using. So we'll just use the sky in here. So we'll make the opacity a little bit down, so we'll see where I want to put it. Alright, somewhere in here. Okay, press enter, and I will make it under this one in here. Okay, alright, I like it. As you can see, it starts to blend together. Alright. Okay, so now let's go and choose a cloud brushes. So we make a new layer in here, and I will choose this cloud in here, and I will make the opacity for like 40 or 35%, and I will choose a white color, and I will try like to make it blend a little bit with the sky, like that. Alright, something like that. Alright, as you can see. Alright, now we'll load the gate. So just open this gate in here, and I will try like to replace it somewhere in the middle in here. I'll just make it a little bit bigger. Alright, something like that. Alright, somewhere in here, and I will just make this corner by pressing Ctrl. Press enter first, and again I will press Ctrl T, and I will take this corner in here, and I will just make it a little bit like that. So we'll just make it blend more. Alright, something like that, as you can see. Alright, I like that. Now I will go back to this grass in here, and I will double click to it. So I'll open the layer style dialog, and I will make a gradient overlay to it. So we just double click to the gradient editor, and I will change the white color into a black color. So we just choose a black color in here, and I will go and click for this one in here, and I will change the opacity for like 0%, and this time it will make it gradient from here like a shadow for the gate. So just play with that. Alright, something like that, like it, and press OK. As you can see, it will make it blend. Alright, let me just make it a little bit more. Alright, and OK. Alright, now we'll make a layer style to this gate also. So we just double click to it, and I will just make it in make a satin to it. So we just change the blending mode to normal, and I will just make the size a little bit down, because like we will make a Gaussian blur to it, so it doesn't matter like to make it like look really cool or really perfect. So, and I will go and choose gradient overlay in here, and again I will change the white to a black color. That will make this into a 0 opacity. So let me just make it to a black color first, and again I will just make it look in this. Alright, like that. Okay, as you can see, it looks pretty cool now. Alright, now we'll go and load the trees in here. So we just load this tree in here, and then we just make it just in there, like so. Alright, and press enter, and I will go and load this one in here, and I will make it bigger again, and I'll just like so. Just play with that. All right. Okay, like that. All right. Now I will go and load the pumpkin in here. So it's time to make the pumpkin appear, and I will just place it in the ground somewhere in here. Alright, I think somewhere in here looks cool. Okay. You're right. So we'll need like to make a kind of a shadow in here. So we'll make a new layer under the pumpkin in here, and I will call it shadow, and I will just take a brush, soft brush in here, and with the black color I will just, you know, it's easy to do, just, you know, one click. Let me just make the opacity a little bit up, maybe like 50, just one click again, and I press Ctrl T, and I will make it a little bit smaller, like so, and I will just make it look like that. Alright, like so, as you can see, look nice. Now just play with that and, you know, see whatever. Okay, and I will make a copy of it and press Ctrl G and Ctrl T, and this time I will just make it more smaller, like for the back, like that. Alright, and I will make the opacity a little bit down. Okay, so we have our shadow in here. Now we need to play with the lightning of the eyes. Okay, so we'll make a new layer again, and I will call this light. So we just, you know, paint with a white color. Let's use a pencil actually, and you know, just try like to follow the eyes in here. Okay. Just like that, and I'll press Ctrl Enter, and I will fill it with white. So I think I invert the selection. I'll press Ctrl D to deselect, and I will just make a Gaussian blur to it. So due to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and I will just keep it like that. As you can see, it will make it like really appear more. 3, and I'll press OK. Alright, I like it, and I will just, you know, we will make a copy of it, and press Ctrl T, right click, choose horizontal, and I will try like to replace it in here. You know, just really quickly make it fit. Alright, press enter. Now we repeat the same thing for the nose and the mouth, so we just, you know, fast forward for this. There we go. So we have the lights. Okay, let's make this in a group. Ctrl G, and I will call this pumpkin. Alright, let's first like make this pumpkin. I think I will apply a brightness to it, so we'll just go and choose brightness and contrast. And I will just make a clipping mask, so it will affect just the pumpkin, and I will put up a little bit of brightness to it, and I will make the contrast appear more. Alright, something like that. As you can see, it looks nice like this, you know, just for the colors and the lights in here. Alright, starts to look cool. Now I will go and load the skulls in here, so we just open them like that. So it's already in a PNG, so we just make one like that. So we just make it up above the pumpkin in here. So we just put one in here. We just make this gate in the top in here. Alright, and just Ctrl T for the skull in here, and I will try like to replace them in an area that I want. Alright, someone in here, because like we don't want to cover the mouth of the pumpkin, so we just put them like that, and I will make a copy of it by pressing Alt. So just make a copy, and I will put one in here and press Ctrl T and choose flip horizontal. Alright, like that, and then I'll make a copy of it. This time I will make it under the pumpkin group in here, and I will put it you know, just in the back like that. Alright, looks cool, I like it. And we'll have our skulls in here, so let me just you know, replace everything in here. Okay, it looks cool. Alright, I like it. Now I'll just make a new layer again, and this time like I want to make a kind of fog going on in here, so we just make a new layer just under the skull in here, and I will go and choose these clouds, you know, this one in here, and with a really low opacity and with a white color. We'll just make it look like a fog. Alright, so you just, as you can see, just to make it a little bit chilly, no, just like in a symmetry. Alright, just play with that. You can see where I'm going. Okay. As you can see, nice. Alright, now I will go on the top in here and I will make a new one, and again I will make some kind of fog, but this time I will just try like to make it on the top of the pumpkin too, so just try like to make it look a little bit foggy in here. Okay, alright, I like that, as you can see. Okay, it looks nice. Alright, put it in here. Go back to the other layer in here and try to make more. Okay, alright, let's call this fog, and this one in here. Alright, now we'll go and load our bat, so let's go and put it in here, and I will just make it a little bit smaller, and I will try like to make it look like it's flying like so. Okay, I like that, and I will just double click to it, so I will open the light side dialog, and I will make a stroke, so I will choose in here inside, and I will make it 1 pixel, and I will go and choose satin, and I will change it to normal, and I will just try like to make it. Alright, and I will go and choose you know, inner shadow in here, and choose normal again. I will just play with the distance a little bit and the size, just to make it a little bit darker, and press OK. Alright, now I will go and load the crow in here, so we just make it a little bit smaller, and I will just replace it on one of the skulls in here, so maybe in the eye. Okay, I like that. As you can see, looks cool. Now we create our lightning from here in the sky. So again, I will make a new layer, and this time I will choose this lightning bolts in here. You know, there's a lot, you can choose wherever you want from here. So we just make one like that. Let me just make a blue color, because like, so we can see. So I want it, let me just first make the opacity 100, and I will just one click to make one, and press Ctrl T, and I will try like to replace it wherever I want. Maybe, alright, maybe in here. Okay, like that. And I will try to make another one and choose another one. Alright, maybe this one here. Okay. Alright, and the last one, I think I will choose this one like so. Alright, I like that. Okay, so now let me just uncheck this. Let me see this one. I will just double click to it, so we'll open the layer side dialog, and I will make the color overlay for like white color, like so, as you can see. And I will make an inner glow. I will change it to white again, and I will make the size for like 90. And I will keep it screen, and I press OK, so we'll see. Alright, looks good. Okay, so we'll go back, and I think I will just make it 100, and let me see, you just uncheck the color overlay, and then I will go to the outer glow in here, and this time I will make it white again, and I will put the size for like 5. Yeah, I think 5 will work best, or 6. Alright, 5, and I will make the opacity down for like 40% or 42, and I think it looks cool. Alright, let me just, okay, I like it. And I would go and, you know, just copy the same effects in here and put it in the other one, as you can see. And I like that. Alright, let's make everything in a group in here by pressing Ctrl G, and I will call this lightning, and I will just delete a little bit in here so it will fade with the sky. So we'll make a layer mask, and this time I will choose this cloud brush again, and with a soft brush I will just delete from the top a little bit like that, as you can see, you know, just to make it fade with the sky. Okay, alright, I like that, and there we go. So we're almost done. We just delete a little bit in here. Okay, alright, now I will just you know, we'll apply in some adjustments, colors and a texture. So we just go and load this grunge texture in here, and I will just put it in the top in here like so. Let me just put it in top of everything, even the gates, and I will just change the blending mode to overlay, and I will put down the opacity for like 70% or 50, like that. Alright, like so, as you can see. Okay, started to look cool. Like that. Alright, I don't like this black in here, so I think this is because of the gradient that we apply to this grass in here. So we just double click to it, and I will just lower the opacity a little bit, for like 30%. Yeah, that I think it okay. Yes, it looks nice now. Alright, so now let's put some text in here. So I will go to the text in here, and I will just type Halloween. Let me just put it in the top. Okay, in here, and I will just type Halloween party, like that. Yeah, and the text I'm using by the way is called Fist of Flash. I will make sure like to put the link where you can download it and use it. It's a free text, free font actually, and it looks really cool. So let's double click to it and choose a color. So we choose this orange color. So alright. Okay, I think this one looks cool, and double click to it, and I will make a drop shadow. Alright, I think. Okay. It's okay, as you can see, like it looks really cool. Let me just make it a little bit bigger. Okay, I like that. Let me put a little bit some text in here too. So we just let me just change the font. So we choose a lot of font this time. So just type date, Saturday, 31 October. Okay, we choose bold. Make it a little bit bigger. Alright, something like that. Right, and I will just put another text in here. I will just make it a little bit smaller, and I will just try like to put it in there. So it depends on how you want it. So just put your location. Just something, for example, in here. Okay, so we make a shadow to it again. Change the color to a yellowish color in here. Okay, as you can see, it starts to look cool now. You can add whatever you want, of course. It's just an example. Okay, let's make a little bit of a blur to this gate. So we just go and choose filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and I will just make it like 3 or 4. Alright, let's put 3. Alright, like that. As you can see, it looks nice. Alright, looks nice. I like that. Okay, so now let's go and put some more colors, some more lights to these eyes of the pumpkin. So we go and make a new layer in here, and we change the blending mode to hard light. And let me choose an orange color, and maybe this one in here. And with the soft brush, so we just paint in orange. No, just make it appear more. Here too. As you can see. Look more spooky, and I will make a copy of it. This time I will change the blending mode to overlay, and I will make it down a little bit for like 50%. And let me make a new layer again, and I will just paint with white this time. So just, with the soft brush again, I like to paint a bit of light coming like so. I'll just skip. Make it appear more light. See, because it looks cool. Just like that. Put in there, as you can see. Alright, so we just make everything in a group, every light in here, and I will call this more light. As you can see, it looks nice. Alright, now we just we're almost done. So we just make a go, and I will choose photo filter in here, and I will choose this Warman filter, and I will make it for like 47 or 46, like that, just to give it this chilly color in here, as you can see. And I will go back again, and I will choose photo filter again, and this time I will choose this LBB in here, and I will make it, I will choose this LBA actually, and I will make it 70, 58 or 70 or 60. Alright, as you can see, it will give it this more symmetry look. Okay, and the last thing we'll do, we'll go and we'll choose brightness and contrast, and we'll just give it a little bit of brightness and a little bit of contrast, just a little bit. Alright, just make it fit more, and we're done. So as you can see, it looks really nice, and it's ready for print, and there we go. Like, you can just download it and change the text and everything, and just print it, and you're ready for your Halloween party. Wait, let me see. I think I pronounced party wrong, so just fix that. Party, like that. let's make it a little bit bigger, and there we go. So I hope that you enjoy and you like this tutorial and it was a little bit helpful for you. Don't forget to subscribe and comment, and wait for more tutorials to come, and have a nice day. Thank you for watching.